Now that we know how to embroider a design, let's look at some of the editing options you have with your embroidery. Start by going into the embroidery side of the machine. And just like before, we are going to grab that same design we were working with. So I went to design number 5 in menu number 9. We get our preview screen and we can set the design. Once we have set the design, we are brought to the embroidery screen, or the editing screen, sorry. In the editing screen, you have Edit. Tap on it, and you'll see all your different editing options along the right. If we tap on Size, we are able to resize our design bigger or smaller. If you tap on the right-hand option in the Size tab, it will reset the pattern, and then we're able to manipulate the design much bigger. Tap on the white square to reset, and we're also able to make it much smaller. So this right-hand option is actually stitch recalculating. So that's adding more stitches as we make the design bigger, or subtracting stitches as we make the design smaller. So when you need to resize, I highly recommend going to that right-hand option. Now, if we hit OK, we could also move the design. Now, when you're in the Move screen, we can drag the design around the embroidery field, or we can use the arrows to move the design up or down or over to position it in our embroidery hoop. Tap on the circle to center the design. We'll hit OK. You have several other options to edit your design, such as duplicate, and then you could delete the one you had just duplicated. You can also quilt around the embroidery design. So when you tap on that little stipple icon, it will automatically put quilting around your design. Use the arrows up at the top to select different hoop sizes until you see the hoop that you would like to use. So there's our 5x7. You can also adjust the spacing of the quilting itself and hit preview to see what it would look like. So there's our quilted design. You would also have echo quilting if you tap on the flower icon, and that will put lines around your design. And lastly, you have the decorative fills. So the third option allows you to select, and when we hit select, this will bring up all of the different decorative fill options we have to quilt around our design. So I can tap on one, hit OK, and that will put that design around my pattern. So that is your auto quilt icon, and I'm going to hit cancel to get out of there. That was just your stipple icon right underneath the T. Now if we want to add a pattern to our design, we're going to hit Add in the lower left. This will bring us back to the main menu, and this time I'm going to select the second tab to bring us to fonts. In the fonts menu, you have lots of different font options. that you'd be able to arrow through. Select one that you like, and you'll be able to spell out whatever you would like. So for our flower design, I'm going to spell out flower. I'll type my letter F and see that it spells along the right. And then I could switch to lowercase and continue with the rest of the word. Down at the bottom, you have large, medium, and small. But if I hit that icon, it will just change the last letter that I input. So to grab the entire word, we're going to use the ABC in the right-hand side of the screen. Tap on that, and then you'll be able to edit the entire word. So there's the small, there's large, and there's the medium. Then you have array, which would allow you to curve your letters. If we hit OK, we can also control the spacing of the letters. We can squish them together or pull them apart. We can also reset. And you can also change the font. If you got this far and you don't love the font that you selected, tap on the 3 A's and you'll be able to choose any of the fonts that we had before. And you can even audition a couple different fonts to see which one you like the best. Once you like the letters or font that you had added, we're going to set. And once again, in the Edit tab, we can move those letters above our design. And we can hit OK. Once you have added and edited your designs, you can go to Embroidery. And this is where you can thread the machine with whatever color you'd like to be first. And you can see a preview of what that color will stitch right above in the little window here. It gives us our stitch information, how many stitches, how many minutes, and how many thread changes we will have. And just like before, we would be able to hoop our item and press the green button to start.